Hi, I'm Liza from Big Brother Canada.
And I'm Brendon Villegas from Big Brother USA. And The Amazing Race USA.
That is true.
And WeTV's Wedding USA.
Okay, thank you, wife, from behind the scenes.
So Brendon and I are here today to teach you guys, well, I don't know, we could teach you how to have a really successful showmance on Big Brother.
Yeah, I don't think that's too terribly tough. Well, to be successful, I was thinking...
I said successful.
To have a showmance is not too terribly tough.
True.
To have a successful showmance is definitely difficult.
We could do like how to transition your showmance into like a real life romance.
Well, you know, I think it's one of those things where you actually have to be picky. You know, if you're in the Big Brother house, just because you're in there and just because, I don't know, maybe your hormones are raging because you're 21 or 22 years old, and sometimes, you know what I mean? Hooking up with people in general. Sometimes, you know, obviously you get lonely and there's a lot of people that you are attracted to, you find very interesting, so you start to develop a relationship. Now it's also trying to keep in context that you're in the Big Brother house. So you're cut off from everybody else. So your emotions are higher, everything's much more sensitive. So
Is everything more sensitive?
I don't know, yeah, that's my wife.
Wife, you keep saying wife, like teach these people how to transition as a silly little Big Brother showmance into like a marriage in real life.
You know, I think Rachel and I just, you know, well, in the Big Brother house in general, her and I met the very first couple nights we fell for each other. So we spent a lot of time in that house together, which is multiplying the relationship time. So if we were in there for 50 days, it was like 5,000 days of real life. So that's what I think people forget, is the Big Brother house is a social microwave. So if you're in there for a short amount of time, it really almost feels like months, sometimes years.
No, years. It feels like years. Okay, well, I mean, let's think back to like what you were known for in the Big Brother house, and like you're obviously a physical threat, so you had to win physical competitions and HOH and vetoes, and then, you know, why don't you teach people how to win the veto and then use it on your showmans?
Well, I think that's a pretty risky move, so I wouldn't recommend that for everyone. In our situation, for me, I really had faith that Rachel could actually win the entire show. Gosh. So thank goodness that I did have the foresight, and my wife is a beast at competitions and an amazing competitor.
And a totally sophisticated directorial genius.
And she's making faces behind the camera as we speak.
I mean, other than, you know, teaching people how to get a PhD in science or something, like what? Tell people how to be awesome on Big Brother. Like, what do? You know,
in Big Brother, you really got to be yourself. But if you're a competitive person, you got to stay focused. You can't be all over the place. A lot of people come in and they just want to, you know, they don't want to start smashing things like a bowl in a china shop. And you really got to be as, you know, strategic as possible. Sometimes you gotta win, sometimes you gotta lay low, but you gotta just be able to roll with the punches. So at the end of the day, if somebody can't adapt to every situation in Big Brother, that's when they're gonna be doomed. So you can't go in there with a solid plan, you just gotta roll with the punches. You
know, at the end of the day, when it comes to like showmances and transitioning them into like wifedom, like sometimes just legit, like nobody, not even like $500,000 can come between, no wait, maybe $500,000 could come between your wife and her man.
Not if we're laying on it as a mattress.
That's perfect. Thank you all for watching on that lying mattress money note. Subscribe to this channel and like this video, obviously. Comment on it about how fabulous you think we are and how much you love my hair and this t-shirt. And then send this video to all of your friends.